Hey guys, Bert Yugioh here. So real quick, right off the bat in this video, I wanted to show you just kind of like a sample end board that I did. This was actual test hand. This is how I ended the board with this Endymion Magistus deck. Really cool. Like I said, super easy to make. Board load does only have one counter on it, but otherwise this is a killer board. So yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick, and let me put these all away. Let's put those. Okay, so this is I think just a really cool deck. A lot of people are overlooking, especially like this version of it. Let's move this closer. And yeah, it's a really fun deck, and this is just a really cool version. So let's get right into it. Starting off with 3 of best card to open with for the Magistus is Riliona. 3 of her, simply normal or special summon it, and you can add a Magistus spell and trap from your deck to your hand. You can also return one of your banished level 4 or lower spellcaster monsters back to your graveyard. And then also while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it from the grave, target a Magistus monster you control, and equip it with a Magistus monster from your graveyard, except a level 4 monster, so any of your extra deck monsters usually. Really good. The other really good Magistus monster that you want to see is Zeroa, the Magistus of Flame. 3 of him. Basically, he gets your plays going because you can just target a Magistus monster you control and equip it with a Magistus monster from your extra deck. And then if he becomes equipped with a Magistus monster card, you can special summon a level 4 spellcaster monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position, but it has its effects negated. But that's just getting you free monsters, basically. And we're also playing 2 Crowley. This is just a really nice extender, basically, is how I use it. Just another level 4 spellcaster. All you have to do is just send any spellcaster monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard, and you can special summon this. And then you can also declare an attribute, and this card becomes that attribute, but that doesn't really matter too much in this version. And then we're also playing 2 Endymion. The Magistus Endymion, I should say. You probably don't even need 2 of him because he's just so easy to get to. Because you can obviously search him off of Spell Power Mastery. But he's there. Again, he's just another nice monster to have. Level 4 Spellcaster. You can target a Magistus monster you control and equip it with a Magistus monster from your extra deck. You can also target a face-up spell you control, destroy it, and if you do, draw 1 card. So that's why he's good, because of that draw power, basically. And then, so that's it for our Magistus monsters. For the Endymion part, playing, of course, the 1 Servant, 2 Endymion. He's actually, I believe, yeah, he's our only high scale if you need to potentially pendulum summon, which you can do, and it's actually, pretty good in this deck. So yeah, definitely 2 of him. And obviously, once you get him in your scale, he's pretty easy to get out as long as you have still some more. Basically, if you have Servant or Magical Abductor, you're going to be able to special summon him usually because this deck does use a lot of spells. And then we're also playing 2 Jackal King. Just another nice one to get out off a Servant, basically, and just for monster negates. Really easy, really nice to get out. And then you already saw it, but 3 Magical Abductor. This is probably the best card, I would say, best card in this deck, because, like I said, you easily load it up with spell counters, and you can just as equally, have it as a monster so that you can search a level 1 spellcaster. Or usually have it in your scale so that you can then search out a pendulum, so one of these usually. But yeah, either way you do it. And the level 1 spellcaster we have is Jester, because you don't need anything else. Basically, you're just going to special summon this for free. So it's just another spellcaster. That's what this deck does the best, is go into spellcaster type links and all that good stuff. And then the last monsters we're playing are 2 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. You hopefully were expecting that, because this is by far one of the best draw engines when you're playing any Endymion deck, or any spellcaster type deck. This is by far going to be your best draw card, basically. Or I guess this is your search card, and then it gets you to one of the best draw engines in the game. So that is all of the monsters we're playing. And then to go along with our Magician of Prophecy, I'll just leave him kind of here. We have the 2 secrets and then the 1 knowledge. I think that's the only ratio to play for them. I don't want 3 of this, I don't want 3 of this, and I don't want 2 of knowledge. This sometimes comes back to bite you, but yeah, this is basically getting you spell counters on all of your monsters that need spell counters, and then of course getting you draw power with Spellbook of Knowledge for basically just a normal summon. You're loading up your spell counters and getting draw power. And then for even more draw power, and again, more counters, 3 Pot of Desires. The only thing that I really don't like banishing is, pieces of the Spellbook engine. But anything else, I really could care less if I banish it. And then the 1 Upstart. Again, this is actually a 40 card build, but even if I was playing over, I'd probably still play Upstart, because it, again, gets you a card, or basically switches. It's a 1/4/1, but it gets you counters. That's all you care about. And then for the Magistus spell cards, we're doing 2 Tris Magistus. I potentially even want to put this at 3 because it's that good. Opening this with either Zoroa or Riliona is just so good. It just gets all your plays going, because this, during main phase, you can special summon a level 4 spellcaster monster from your hand. So just not having to use your normal summon is so good. So I like that a lot. And then just one of the other Magistus, or Invocation for our fusion summoning. Really good thing about this is you can use Magistus monsters that are equipped to another Magistus monster. So you won't affect your monster zone, your monsters up here. You'll just be using basically your spells and traps. Really nice. 1 Ritra. This is going to be able to just target a level 4 or lower Magistus and special summon it from your graveyard. And then Thurgy is just another way of being able to equip Magistus monster from your extra deck, graveyard, or face up on the field. Really nice. And then we're also playing the 3 Spell Power Mastery. Usually, you want to use it obviously to get to your Endymion cards, your Endymion Pendulum cards, but you could also use it to search out your Endymion Magistus card if you just need one of him. And then the final little engine that we're playing, 3 Secret Village, and then the 1 Terraforming. Again, just another way of getting spell counters, and then obviously if you're playing against a deck that does not play spellcasters, this is going to kill them, and you'll probably win. Obviously if they don't have no way of getting past this, then you pretty much win. So that's why I'm playing it. Just another little cool card to put in there. That's it for the main deck. Extra deck, for the Magistus monsters, we're playing 2 Artemis. Basically, you want to play 2 of each of them. So one is usually to summon out, and then the other one is usually to equip. So that's, you at least want to play 2 of each of them for that reason alone. But then, some of them have really good effects, like AWAS is really good just interruption, because it's a quick effect. You could target a face-up monster on the field, either on your field or your opponent's, equip it with this card, and if it was an opponent's monster, you'll take control of that monster as well. So that's just really good. And then Artemis is your best starter because while this is equipped, you can add a Magistus monster from your deck to your hand. So that's really, really good. The rank 4 is going to help you with OTKs, and Varam is really going to, it's good destruction if it gets destroyed, and the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by your opponent's spell and trap effects. So pretty good. All of them have their own reasons for playing them, and they're all very good. And then for our other kind of generic stuff, to Celine, she's so easy to go to in this deck, and you want to get to her as quickly as you can. Just so you get that free special summon from the graveyard, basically. Any spellcaster monster. Really nice. One Crowley, we play the Spellbook engine, so this card is extremely good. IP Masquerena, just another easy option. You just need 2 monsters that are not links and go into her, and then you'll be able to, on your opponent's turn, hopefully go into Unicorn to return a monster on the field into the deck. Really nice. And then Appaloosa. Again, we have so many extenders, so many ways to get monsters on the board for free, that Appaloosa is just easy. And then the last card is Borload Savage. He's, again, very easy to make. We have our Zoroa is our level 4 tuner, so he makes it easy with him and any other level 4 monster to go into Borload, and that is just really nice. As you saw at the beginning of the video, we ended a board with him, basically for free. It's always preferred to equip him, obviously, with the Celine, but sometimes you want to keep that Celine on the board, and then, you end up usually equipping him with Artemis, so just 1 counter, but that's usually not an issue with the other stuff you're putting on the board as well. So that's the deck, guys. Do not overlook this one. It is really fun and just a lot of really cool plays with it. So yeah, check it out, and we'll see you on the next one.